I know it's in like eat something. But I asked my aunt or my grandmother at some point. She was like, it's in eat something. I'm serious, okay? We'll have to stop recording and be like that.
It's Exodius, okay? Exodius. Okay. And the Lord said to Moses, how long do you refuse to keep my commandments and my laws? See, for the Lord has given you the Sabbath, therefore he gives you the 6th day. Right? What? What? And they okay, we're gonna start with Exodus 16:1.
Hi, you all. Welcome back to my video. I do not currently have an intro, so this is going to be my intro right now. Right now, I don't believe that I'm saying anything important or anything worthwhile, so I'm just going to, speed right through what I'm going to say. But thank you for tuning in. If this is something that you like to see or view or enjoyed watching, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm pretty sure I don't even have a notification bell, but one day I will, and we're speaking that into existence. So we're just going to jump right back into the video. Once again, we are at Exodus chapter 16, verse 1, and we are just going to start right now, baby. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.
And now I feel like this idea is at least going somewhere. The first one, I didn't know I knew what I was doing, but like I got distracted and I started with this one. So this idea is at least going somewhere, and it's going to have an impact on at least somebody. I don't know how this is going to go. Really, I'm just reading my Bible. It's at least going to have an impact on me. So if you guys agree, disagree, go ahead and put your comments down below. I'm okay with that. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please go to... please, let me start by saying this. Don't let anything that I say while doing this, I don't know. Don't take it as the definite something. I don't know. Don't take it as definite. I'm really just here reading my Bible, having an understanding about the Bible to myself, because now that I'm an adult and I'm not like, I don't want to say being forced, because I wasn't really forced to go to church, but I feel like I can have a deeper understanding of the Bible now that I'm an adult, and I am aware that this was all real. Like, like, I don't know how to describe it. You can believe it's real, you cannot believe it's real, but really I'm just here to have a whole conversation. Just have my own understanding of it. I'm still coming to that conclusion myself, but I've encountered a lot of people who have told me that it was real, that this was all just like actual stuff that happened and it's been documented. And if you had just explained it to me like that, because it's like when I was a child, I was told that I must believe, but they didn't say, hey, yeah, this really did happen, okay? It was just like, you must believe that it happened. So right now I'm going in with the intent of believing that it happens, because now I'm like, oh, maybe this was real. I'm judging it for myself. I'm a skeptic, but I like learning about things and such. And I do have a history of going to church, but I don't believe in religion. I don't know. I don't believe in following strict rules, obviously. Obviously, I don't believe in following strict rules, because I'm a creative and I like to do creative shit. I like to be true with who I am as an individual. I like to be true to myself. But anyway, I'm reading Exodus 16:1 to have a deeper understanding. This turned into a whole Bible study. I didn't realize that it would, but it did. And now we're here. So we're 16:1. I guess I'll start. And they journeyed from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, in the 15th day of the 2nd month after they departed from the land of Egypt. Then the whole congregation of the children of Israel complained against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Israel said to them, oh, that we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the pots of meats, and when we ate bread to the full, for you have brought us out into the wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. So then the Lord said to Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain quota every day, that I may test them, whether they will walk in my law or not. And it shall be on the 6th day that they shall prepare what they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. I'm going to have to pause there, because I don't know what the hell I just said. From 16:1 to 16:3, completely understood it, okay? These people have been taken from where? The children of Israel said to them, oh, that we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt. They say, you took us from Egypt. And it says, when we sat by the pots of meat and when we ate bread to the full. You took us from Egypt, where we got meat and we got bread. For you have brought us out into the wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. You took us from Egypt, where we had meat and we had bread, brought us out to the wilderness to kill us with hunger. So fucking rude. That's really what they're saying. They complaining. They was like, listen, we hungry. Which I completely understand. Y'all been walking for how long? How long? From where? Y'all was slaves and now y'all walking into the wilderness hungry. Nah, I would complain too. Anyway, the Lord said to Moses, behold, I will rain bread from the heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain quota every day, and I may test them whether they walk in my law or not. So he's saying, well, basically he's saying, I will rain grains, bread from the heavens. I will rain food from heaven. And the people shall go out and gather a certain quota every day, and I may test them whether they will walk in my law or not. So the people shall go out and gather a certain quota every day. So the people shall go out and gather that bread. I'm going to throw bread out from the heavens. The people got to go gather it, and they got to make a certain quota every day, and I may test them whether they will walk in my law or not. Why we gotta... What? You say we gotta do work? Some more work? Man. Because he said, behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain quota every day. A certain quota every day, which means a quota is like... I need some dictionaries on hand. I gotta buy some dictionaries. Because I'd rather do this with a dictionary than my phone. But I know a quota is a number. Pretty much. A quota is a number. So, and the people shall go out and gather a certain quota every day. So the people shall go out and gather a certain number every day. And I may test them whether they will walk in my law or not. So as they go out to gather this money, it's bread. I will test them to see if they walk in my law or not. Boom. And it shall be on the 6th day that they shall prepare what they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. So on the 6th day of you going out and making this quota, boom, you will prepare the food, the bread that you brought in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily, and it shall multiply. So, on the 6th day, they'll bring in the bread that they'll prepare it, and it shall multiply. Boom. That's beautiful. Boom. Okay. Now we're at 16:6. Exodus 16:6. All right. This is my understanding. Maybe I should write this down. I don't know. Just follow along. Then Moses and Aaron said to all the children of Israel, at evening you shall know that the Lord has brought you out of the land of Egypt. And in the morning you shall see the glory of the Lord. For he hears your complaints against the Lord. But what are we that you complain against us? Well, that's confusing. What are we that you complain against us? Because "are" is italicized. Then Moses said to Aaron, who is Aaron? Somebody comment below who is Aaron, because I just flipped through these passages. I was looking for the 10 Commandments for a reason. I needed to look into the 10 Commandments, but somebody let me know who Aaron is. I guess I can go back on my next video. I'll find out who Aaron is. All right. But Moses said, then Moses and Aaron said to all the children of Israel, at evening you shall know that the Lord has brought you out of the land of Egypt. So by evening, you will know that you are no longer in Egypt. You are not in the wilderness. You might be in the wilderness. Who knows? But you are in the wilderness. Let's acknowledge that, because the wilderness means the wild. Places of which you don't know. I don't know. Places of which the people do not exist. But now they exist there, okay? So we shall let you know by morning. By evening, you will know that you're no longer in Egypt. So this is our land. And in the morning, you shall see the glory of the Lord. In the morning, you shall see the glory of the Lord. There is no real translation for that. For he hears your complaints against the Lord. But what are we that you complain against us? For he hears you. He hears your complaints. He hears what you're saying. But what are we that you complain against us? But who are you to complain? What are we? I don't know, because it's not who are you to complain, because it's very self-reflect. It's like, what are we that you complain against us? Who are we that who are you complaining against? Pretty much. I don't know. But what are we that you complain against us? I like that. That's 16. Where's my highlighters? I'm gonna circle it. I don't want to use my pencil. I find that to be disrespectful, weirdly. Like, I'll put my Bible on the floor, which I know a lot of people consider that to be disrespectful. Which even I consider that to be disrespectful a little bit. But, like, I'll put my Bible on the floor, okay? I'm sorry. Sometimes it just goes on the floor. I feel bad about it now. I'll do better. Sometimes I put stuff on top of it, and I feel bad about it now. I'll do better. But something about I've never used pencil in my Bible. That's just rude. Oh, I have markers right here, y'all. Y'all ain't say nothing. Y'all ain't say a goddamn thing. Y'all just let me sift. 16:7. But what are we that you complain against us? I like that. We're gonna highlight you. 16, big girl. Out here slaying. 16:7. And in the morning you shall see the glory of the Lord, for he hears your complaints against the Lord. But what are we? What are we that you complain against us? What are we that you complain against us? We are the Lord. Let it be known. Also, Moses said, this shall be seen when the Lord gives you meat to eat in the evening, and in the morning bread to the full. For the Lord hears your complaints which you make against him. And what are we? Your complaints are not against us, but against the Lord. Ooh. Who is this Aaron guy? Wait, that was Moses. Moses said that. Moses said, this shall be seen when the Lord gives you meat to eat in the evening, and in the morning bread to the full. So you're going to eat in the evening and in the morning. For the Lord hears your complaints which you make against him. The Lord heard you. And what are we? Your complaints are not against us, but against the Lord. So who are we? We're human, but your complaints aren't against us, okay? It's against the Lord. God got this. It's above me. Isn't that what he said? It's above me now. It's above me now. It's above me now, okay? Then Moses spoke to Aaron. Say to all the congregation of the children of Israel, come near before the Lord, for he has heard your complaints. Now it came to pass, as Aaron spoke to the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, I have heard the complaints of the children of Israel. Speak to them, saying, at twilight you shall eat meat, and in the morning you shall be filled with bread. And you shall know that I am the Lord, your God. So it was that quails came up at evening and covered in the camp, and in the morning the dew lay all around the camp. And when the layers of the dew lifted, there on the surface of the wilderness was a small round substance as fine as frost on the ground. So when the children of Israel saw it, they said to one another, "What is it?" For they did not know what it was. And Moses said to them, "This is the bread which the Lord has given you to eat." Oof. This is the thing which the Lord has commanded, that every man gather it according to each one's needs, 1 omer for each person, according to the number of persons. Let your man take for those who are in his tent. We're going to have to come back to this because he's spitting out rules right now. I guess I do be writing with my pencil, but I don't make like underlining marks. I write very light. Very light. I write very light with my pencil. Excuse me. I don't even know if this is graphite. This might be iron. This is the thing which the Lord has commanded. Let every man gather it according to each one's needs. 1 omer for each person, according to the number of persons. Let every man take for those who are in his tent. Okay? All right. He's spinning out the rules. The Lord commanded, let every man gather it according to each one's needs. Let every person get what they need to get. That they need. 1 omer for each person. You need 1 omer for each person. I don't know what an omer is, but I know that it's 1 in quantity. You need 1. According to the number of persons. According to the number of persons, let every man take for those who are in his tent. So, let every man take for those who are in his tent. Let every man take for every person that is in their tent according to the number of persons that are in their tent. So do not take more than you need. Just take what is necessary. 1 omer for each person. So if you have 6 people in your tent, if you have like your tent as in camp, as in family, if you have 6 people in your tent, then take 6 omers. Like, boom. Then the children of Israel did so and gathered some more, some less. I don't know what that one means. Then the children of Israel did so and gathered some more, some less. So people gathered what they needed accordingly. So when they measured it by omers, he who gathered much had nothing left over, and he who gathered little had no lack. Every man had gathered according to each one's need. So when they measured it by omers, he who gathered much had nothing left over, and he who gathered little had no lack. Every man had gathered according to each needs. So basically it's saying that every person gathered 1 to 1. It's 1-to-1 ratio. And Moses said, let no one leave any of it till morning. So nobody save this because you don't need it. You don't need it in the morning. Which, you know what? I like that. And Moses said, let no one leave any of it till morning. So just take what is necessary to fulfill you right then and there. Do not have leftovers. It's bread. Don't have no leftovers. Because if you have leftovers, that means that you didn't grab what was necessary to fulfill you on that day. You grabbed more. So there shouldn't be any left over, is what he's saying. Till morning. Notwithstanding, they did not heed Moses. Oh, they didn't listen. But some of them left part of it until morning. And its bread warms and stank. And Moses was angry with them because he told you not to do it. And now it smells like worms and it stinks. That's nasty. So they gathered it every morning, every man according to his needs. And when the sun became hot, it melted. And so it was on the 6th day that they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for each one. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. Then he said to them, this is what the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the Sabbath. Rest. A holy Sabbath to the Lord. Bake what you will bake today and boil what you will boil and lay it up to yourselves. And lay it up to yourselves all that remains to be kept until morning. Oh, I like this. This right here. This is great. Y'all understood that, right? I don't feel like I have to die. Then he said to them, this is what the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the Sabbath rest, the holy Sabbath to the Lord. Bake what you will bake today, and boil what you will boil, and lay it up for yourselves. All that remains to be kept until morning. So he's saying that this is the 6th day. You can bake what you need to bake, boil what you need to boil, and and tomorrow it will survive. Instead of it turning into worms and stinking and deteriorating like it's been doing, it will survive for tomorrow, because tomorrow you're going to rest because you worked for 6 days, okay? So they laid it out till morning as Moses commanded, and it did not stink, nor were there any worms in it. Then Moses said, eat that today, for today is Sabbath to the Lord. Today you will not find it in the field. 6 days you shall gather it, but on the 7th day, the Sabbath, there will be none. Now it happened that some of the people went out on the 7th day to gather, but they found none. And the Lord said to Moses, how long do you refuse to keep my commandments and my laws? The Lord's like, how long do y'all refuse to listen? Man. See, for the Lord has given you the Sabbath. Therefore he gives you on the 6th day bread for 2 days. Let every man remain in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. So the people rested on the 7th day. So the Lord is like talking to them directly. But here's the thing. The Lord is only talking to them directly after they do something. After they don't listen, pretty much. And that's really nice to know, because I don't be listening sometimes, and I be talking to God, and he be giving me information. But here's the thing: the only way that I can get the information is if I don't listen in the beginning. Then it makes sense then. But hopefully you guys follow that. But he says, and the Lord said to Moses, how long do you refuse to keep my commandments and my laws? See, for the Lord has given you the Sabbath. Therefore, he gives you the 6th day, bread for 2 days. Let every man remain in his place, and let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. He's like, rest, y'all. Damn, rest. All right. So the people rested on the 7th day. They listened, because they didn't listen the first time. Now they listen. And the house of Israel called its name manna. And it was like white coriander seed, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey. That sounds delicious. Then Moses said, this is the thing which the Lord has commanded. Fill an omer with it to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread with which I fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you out of the land of Egypt. And Moses said to Aaron, take a pot and put an omer of manna in it. Manna? I feel like it's manna. Omer of manna in it, and let it up before the Lord to be kept for your generations. As the Lord commanded to Moses, so Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept. And the children of Israel ate manna 40 years until they came to an inhabited land. And they ate manna until they came to the border of the land of Canaan. And now it's 1 omer of the 10th. Okay. Some more stuff that I understand. But I do have to go back, because there was something that was said that I did not understand. Getting kind of sleepy, you guys. And the Lord said, okay. So the people rested on the 7th day, and the house of Israel called his name manna. So the place where they got up and they gathered bread is called manna somewhere in Israel, I think. Somewhere in Israel, it's called manna. And it was like white coriander seed. The taste of it was wafers made with honey. So I've never had white coriander seed, but I would like to taste it, because it tasted like wafers made with honey. Now, honey wafers is the only thing that I could even consider for it to be tasting like, because that's what it tastes like to me in my mind. That's what I want to try some wafers. I should go get some wafers. I would love to go get some wafers. I don't know how bad it is outside. I'll have to check. We'll figure it out. Okay. Then Moses said, this is the thing which the Lord has commanded. Fill an omer with it to be kept for generations, that they may see the bread with which I fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you out of the land of Egypt. Oh my gosh, it exists somewhere, y'all. We can go and get it. We can go and get some. Because which the Lord has given me to fill an omer with it. So he said, filled. Aren't they eating omers? I don't know. Omer is a word that has multiple contexts, apparently. Because it says, fill an omer with it to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread with which I fed you in the wilderness when I brought it out to you in the land of Egypt. So it exists somewhere, most likely in Israel. I want to go. And Moses said to Aaron, take a pot and put an omer of manna in it and lay it up before the Lord to be kept for your generations. So we can see this somewhere. I really hope it still exists. I want to see. And the Lord commanded to Moses, so Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept. And the children of Israel ate manna for 40 years. Ate manna 40 years until they came to inhabited land. They ate manna until they came to the borderland. So borderland of Canaan. So 1635 says, and the children of Israel ate manna 40 years until they came to an inhabited land. They ate manna until they came to the border of the land Canaan. So I was under the impression that it was like that the bread was basically a seed, and they had to go out and like plow it. But no, they're not plowing this. They're not growing anything. God's making it rain bread. And they have to go into the fields and gather it. And then they have to go home and cook it. And then after they cook it, they consume it. But you can't consume more than what you can consume. So if you have anything left over, it's going to spoil, rotten, and be inconsumable, because you have to wake up tomorrow and do the same thing over if you want to eat. Okay, he's not just gonna be out here giving you things because you said you wanted them. Like, no, he's gonna make you work because you need to work. And on the 7th day, baby, on the 7th day, my forehead look big as fuck, you can rest. On the 7th day, you can rest. But for those 6 days, you're gonna have to work. So I'm spoiled right now. I really am. I am being spoiled by the Lord right now, as in the sense, well, not even really. Because like my work week, like my job work week, I work 3 days and I'm off 3 days, and then I work 4 days and I'm off 3 days. It's like not even really that, because I get called in on all of my off days. And I'm at work a lot, but I do find times to rest. But even when I'm not at work, so let's say I do have 3 days off, I'm at home working, and then I find a day to rest. So for me, I do truly rest. I like truly rest, as in the sense that I don't get up and I do nothing. I only get up to use the restroom. Like, I don't get up and I do nothing. I just do nothing on one day out of the week. But for 6 days out of the week, I'm working in some aspect of the work, whether it's my social life, my personal life, my work life, my other work life, YouTube. It doesn't matter what it is, I'm working 6 days out of the week. But on that 7th day, I do rest. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what day that 7th day is. I really don't. But God said, on the 7th day, you rest. So take that day out to rest, you guys. And I'm actually going to leave it here. We're going to end it here. We read Exodus 16, the entire chapter. We will find those 10 commandments one day, darlings. But this was a good chapter to read. I thank the Lord for bringing this chapter to me to read. It's something I didn't even realize that I was doing in life. But that's his commandments. That's one of his commandments, is to rest on the 7th day. It's a rest, you guys. It's necessary. The Lord gonna make you do it anyway. He's gonna find a way. He's gonna find a will. He's gonna find a way. Because the reality is, when you get up to work on the 7th day, this is why y'all are not productive on the 7th day. On the 7th day, when you get up to work, he does not allow you to be fruitful. in that working. He doesn't allow you to be motivated. He doesn't allow you to gain a reward. Okay. See, here's the thing. When it comes to work, the rewarding gain is I'm gonna pay you more money. But the reality is, if I have to go to work on my day of rest, if I have to go to work on my day of rest, I'm not gonna come to work and work. I'm gonna rest at work. Okay, like, you're paying me to be here, but you're not paying me to work. I just need y'all to know that. I'm letting my employers know. On the 7th day, baby, you not gonna gain nothing from me. Because what am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be resting. God said it. God said it, not me. God said it. So, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm very glad. I really enjoyed the scripture. You guys, let me know what y'all thought. If y'all like this, let me know, because I'm curious. This was supposed to be a completely different video, but God brought us to this. God brought us to this. So we're going to end it here. And we will see you another day. I'm very grateful that you guys joined in with us. I feel weird doing that. I'm so sorry, Lord. I'm grateful that you guys joined in. I don't know if I'm going to continue this. I'm definitely going to continue this, but I'm going to set it down and I'm going to continue it later in life. Because I don't like the way that these eyelashes are looking. And I know I'm going to put eyeshadow on top of it, but I don't like the way these eyelashes are looking. But if I want to give y'all an update on life, I don't like the way these eyelashes are looking. My work life is hectic and crazy. My business life, I'm figuring it out. I'm super excited. I'm super excited about my business. I just don't, I have so much that I need to do. And there's so many things that I don't know I have so much that I need to do that are tangible. There's tangible things that I need to do. And then there's things that I need to do that are like, I don't want to say spiritual. It's just like, kind of, it is, in a sense, for me, it's spiritual because it's all through electronic. And for me, electronics are not truly real. Electronic is basically putting something out into the universe and hoping to get a return, which is something that I like. There's something about technology now that I'm just enjoying about that aspect of just putting it into the universe and hoping to get a return. So there's a lot of things that I have to do spiritually as well. But they're also tangible because I do get that return. So there's a lot of things that I need to do. And I feel, well, there's a lot of things that I need to do and I have to allow myself the time to get to do them. And I'm going to have that time to get to do them. I just don't know when I'm going to have that time to get to do them because that's not up to me. That's up to the Lord. So I'm moving on it and it's moving slow but surely. There are some things that I do have a set date as to when I can talk to them. But even then I'm still defining, like coming to the final details of what pieces that I want to put in my shop, and I'm super excited about that. I'm taking it super seriously. I'm finding hardware. I need hardware. I need to get my studio together. So I'm trying to go to actual stores. My studio. I need to get my office together. So I'm going to actual stores to get hardware for that. And I'm going to take you guys with me. That's going to be another video. So do subscribe if you want to see that because I think it'll be really fun. I know it would be really fun. And yeah, so that's just my business update. My business updates are really short because they're in the process of happening. So just stay tuned, baby. Just stay tuned. We gonna get there. But I'm gonna stop this video off right now. We're gonna pick this up at some other time later in life. Hopefully I remember. I don't know. Most likely when I pick it up again, I'll have an actual game plan and a strategy. So sorry if you tuned in for that and we didn't go where we needed to go. But I'm gonna get off this phone. Love you guys.